Hello, my name is Stacey Muse, and I would like to do my mini project on Bach's argument, is the whole truth attainable? I would like to start off by summarizing what Bach's argument, in my opinion, is. She's asking, can the whole truth can be attainable? Can one person be truthful and honest, or is it something that can be taught, learned, and preached to as a kid or as an adult, or something we picked up along the way? I also think that her argument is that no one is willingly can be truthful or honest all the time. Even if they know that the person is right, someone out there will prove you're wrong. So to her, being you're not being truthful, you're being false, deceiving, and misleading. The reason why I state that is in her article. She did a quote. In her quote, she stated that the fact that the whole truth can never be reached is in its entirety should not therefore be a stumbling block in the much more limited inquiry into questions of truth-telling and falsehood. She also mentioned that being honest and truthful in one life is like using a lot of memory or memorizing things in just like a song. There's no way one person can be honest all the time without memory. I do agree with that because you do have to use a lot of memory as one life, but what I tie that back down as being honest or deceiving or truth or not being truthful, or can I tie that back to saying this person have a past and we all have a past and we like to remember good things in our past. So I don't understand why she would state that using memory or memorizing things, that's one of the things to distinguish between truth and not being truth. Now, also, I would think what Bach might have to say with what I'm saying of her critiquing her argument. She might have asked me things in forms of questions. A lot of her question will be the how, and a lot of my answer will be why. So one of the questions that I'm quite sure she will ask me will be, how do I know if what I was taught to me was truthful? How do I know that the person that's giving me the information was given the wrong information just to spare my feelings? How do I know if all the things that's right is really rightfulness, or is it just wrong? Now, I have to answer all her questions that she asked me. Is we have to trust someone or somebody at some point in time in our life, and why not trust the person that raised you or brought you into this world, or even why not trust someone that you know for sure that's not going to do any harm to you? Why not trust that? So my question will be back to her is why or why not, and her question will probably be why. So also, I noticed that in her article, she did have a quote about how to distinguish truth versus truthfulness, and I thought this was kind of interesting how she put this down. So I'm going to read what she stated. The two nourish one another, but neither can claim priority. It is equally possible to avoid the fallacies which arise from the confusion of truth and truthiness, and to draw the distinguish with respect to the adequacy and relevance of the information reaching us. It is therefore legitimate to go on to define deception and lying and to analyze the moral dilemmas it arises. Now, by me reading that, stating to me, in my opinion, do she believe in anybody? Do anybody tell the truth with her? Or have she all came to the conclusion in her lifestyle that everybody is out to deceive one another? I don't believe that. I don't believe a lot of people will be out to deceive a person. I believe there are good people in this world, and there are truthful people in this world. And with her article that she mentioned is making you wonder, is everybody out to deceive? She even mentioned things about doctors, how doctors analyze patients, and how do they know everything? Or is it something that they were taught or memorized? I just don't understand her reasoning and what she's doing. In closing, I just want to read the definition that she mentioned as a lie. Was stated that a lie is an intentionally deceptive message in a form of a statement. And I also just don't understand of how she also mentioned all deceptive message, whether or not they are lies, can also be more or less affected by self-deception. In closing, my thing with this is you have to trust somebody. Everybody's not out there to deceive or to lie to you. There's no way that you go through life and stating that you have to verify or prove what someone's telling you is wrong, or you trying to make that person out to be a liar. You have to trust. So my thoughts that after reading this, her article, my whole thought was, how do I know if she's not trying to deceive me and writing this as a lie? How do I know she's not trying to tell me everything that I believe or everything that I was taught as a kid, as a teen, and now as an adult as a lie? How do I know that? How do I know that? What gives this passage, I guess I want to say, what gives this passage the right to say, these are the things that you should always think about when someone is telling you something, to think about, are they really telling you the truth, or are they really telling you a lie? Or is there any honest people out here in this world? I do believe there is honest people out here in this world. I do believe that we as a person or community have to distinguish who's telling you right, what's telling you wrong, and you have to use your own judgment. You just can't go on what people say. You just have to say, okay, well, she's talking to me about such and such a thing. Is this really the truth, or is this the lie? But I wouldn't go about and saying everything that someone is telling me is a lie. So I just want to put this out. How do I know if this passage that she wrote here, or this book that she wrote, is this really the truth, or is she trying to deceive us, and why is she trying to deceive us in so many ways?